Please do not listen to this session whilst driving a car. Hi, this is Elaine Martin. Today's session is all about relieving anxiety. And I have created this track to help you find a calm and relaxed place in your mind. To connect to those feelings of confidence and to take back control of those emotions and feelings that can make you feel both fearful and disconnected. Please note that this session does not take the place of medical advice or treatment. So if your symptoms are not improving, please seek out the services of a medical professional or therapist. Please ensure that you are sitting comfortably with your back straight. Listening with earphones is preferable if you have them. And make sure that any electronic devices are turned off and that you will not be disturbed for the duration of the session. Now to start, take 3 nice deep breaths in and out. And on the third exhale, gently allow your eyelids to close. Continue to focus on your breathing. Imagine yourself breathing in relaxation. And then releasing any tension, any stress as you exhale. Perhaps notice your body sinking just a little deeper into the chair or the bed. As you let go of that strain, of that uneasiness in your body. Slowly, gently, easily breathing. And know that you are in control of this session. And if at any time you need to be aware and alert for any reason, you will be, by just opening your eyes. But for now, you can leave your eyes comfortably closed. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. No one needs anything. No one expects anything. No one requires anything. This special time today is just for you. Now, even though you might not have been thinking about it a moment ago, and merely because I suggest it for no other reason, you become very aware of the way the fabric that is pressing against your legs feels. And you find yourself moving deeper into this comfortable state. Now you become aware of the chair or the bed pushing into your back. And you go deeper. Now you become aware of the feeling of the cool or the warm air on your skin, and you go deeper and deeper. So calm, so relaxed, so at ease. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. But for now, notice yourself standing at the top of a strong and sturdy staircase with 10 steps leading down. Notice that on one side of this staircase is a banister or a railing. And now with each step down, you will find yourself relaxing more and more. And you may, at this point, decide to walk down that staircase one step at a time, holding on to the banister or railing. Or you may decide to float down. You can use your imagination to do whatever you choose. And whatever way you choose is perfectly fine. And when I get to the count of 1, imagine yourself stepping into a wondrous garden, a beautiful place. Now maybe this is a garden you know, a place you know, a place you've been to. Or it could just as easily be a made-up place, a fantasy place. And I want you to consider that this garden could be the garden of your life. So now, ready? On step number 10. Going down to 9 now, feeling calm, relaxed, and at ease. Going deeper, relaxed. 8. The deeper you go, the better you feel. 7. Relaxing more and more with each breath you exhale. 6. Feeling safe, secure, and attending only to the sound of my voice. 5. Deeper and deeper relaxed, halfway down towards your garden of life. Four, deeper and deeper still. Three, feeling so relaxed now as you continue to drift down. Two, so calm, so relaxed, so peaceful, so deep. And one. Imagine stepping out into your garden of life. Using all your senses now, be aware of this garden full of colour and beauty. Notice the trees, the shrubs, the bushes, the grass. From soft, pale yellow to vivid, rich, dark greens and all the colours in between. And maybe noticing those colours changing as you observe everything that's going on in this garden. Notice any sounds. Perhaps you hear the birds in the trees, or the hum or buzz of the insects close by. Now becoming aware of any scents or aromas in the air, carried by the light breeze. Maybe of the sweet flowering trees, or from the colourful and perfumed flowers. And as you look around, you sense this, you feel it. And however you connect to this garden, you become aware that it's a beautiful day. In fact, you realize the day is just how you like it. Now imagine the ground beneath your feet, what it feels like as you walk through this garden. You might even want to imagine walking in bare feet, and imagine the soft, cushiony, silky grass, and notice how that feels. That connection to Mother Nature, how good does that feel? Imagine your garden fully now. Bring it to life in your mind. Notice how good you feel in this place. How calm, how relaxed, how comfortable you are. It's like a smorgasbord of colours and shapes and sounds. And then you notice that there are little piles of dried up leaves, of broken dead twigs, of grey and brown foliage, and dead foliage around some of the bushes and plants. And now you notice them, you find that those dull, drab colours seem to stand out compared to the beauty all around them. You just seem to notice it more. And then you realize that those leaves, those twigs, that dead foliage represent any of the negatives in your life. The worries, the anxieties, the fears. Almost as if those dead and dried up debris symbolize things from the past that have affected your ability to live in the now. And as you continue to focus on those dried up leaves, on those dead twigs, maybe it will surprise you to notice that they seem to take away from the beauty in this place. Takes away from the life and the growth that you know are all around you. And then you notice, propped up against the wall of the garden, there's a long wooded hand rake. You find yourself eager to start raking all those leaves, all those twigs, all those dead pieces of foliage that represent any negativity in your life. So you start raking up all your anxieties. And as you move from one side of the garden to the other, you feel really good about this. And you find a pair of secateurs and start pruning the bushes. Start pruning the plants. And after some time, and I don't know whether it will be now or whether it will be later, but you will notice that whenever you move those dead leaves, that withered foliage into a pile, that the place where the leaves used to be, where the twigs used to be, starts to transform itself. And you notice the colour and vibrancy starting to come back into the garden. You continue to do this, raking all over the garden until you have a pile almost as high as your waist. That pile full of all those worries, all those anxieties, all those fears, and those dull and dead and dried up leaves and twigs and foliage in a pile right in front of you. And in an interesting way, you discover that you can choose how you want to get rid of those dried up leaves. Perhaps you can imagine striking a match, watching those flames burning those leaves, watching that smoke, taking with it those anxieties, those fears, those worries. Or perhaps you might prefer to imagine those leaves lifting up into the air and floating away until you can no longer see them, until they totally fade from your mind. And as this occurs, you really can't help but notice which way is the right way for you. All you know is it's time to release yourself from that anxiety. To let go of the worries, to dissolve the fears. And as you do, in whichever way you choose, as you let go that negativity, I wonder if you can feel a sense of lightness coming over you. Perhaps as if a weight, as if a burden is lifted off your shoulders. And now notice a sense of relief, maybe even a feeling of excitement as you realize that you and you alone have let go of those fears, have released those anxieties, those worries. And you have done this by using the power of your mind. And how good does this feel? Imagine now looking back at your beautiful garden of life. And it's very clear that the places where those dried up old leaves and twigs used to be have been replaced by new rich shrubs of the greenest grass, of rich, colourful flowers bursting with life. And you just know that all that negativity that was in your garden has been lifted. And you find a place to sit down, and I wonder if you can really feel the pleasure of sitting in this garden. If you can feel the life, the growth happening all around you, perhaps you even feel the faint vibrations of Mother Earth. And you notice how good you feel. How much more calm and relaxed you feel. You feel strong. You feel a sense of empowerment, and you love feeling this way. Take some time now to really connect with those wonderful feelings and thoughts in your garden of life. And after a while, get up and walk towards the gate and notice a small pouch hanging on the gate. You look inside and see that this bag is full of special seeds. You know that these are the seeds of change, the seeds of life, and you instinctively know that it's time to spread those seeds to help them grow. You move into your garden and find a fully prepared bed of fertile, rich soil ready for planting, and you scatter the seeds up and down, backwards and forwards, and then you water the seeds into the ground. And from this day forward, any time you ever feel anxious or worried or fearful, you can choose to take yourself into your garden of life in your mind. The garden that's all about nurturing, caring, loving, observing, witnessing, and as it all occurs, you really can't help but notice how good you feel. So much stronger now, more confident, calmer, feeling safe and happier. Now take a moment to allow all of those suggestions, those ideas and insights to penetrate the deepest part of your mind. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, you will open your eyes. And you will once again feel connected to those positive feelings. 1, 2, 3, becoming more and more aware now. 4 and 5, fully aware. Open your eyes, fully aware. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this session and look forward to having you back again soon. Have a great day.